Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you for moderating and checking that the audio is good. As you see, I am the lady in red tonight for the moon in Scorpio. Gotta steep my tea. I do. I always dress up for my moon tribe. You know it. Gotta represent. I absolutely saw this and I had to have it. It's kind of like a Renaissance witchy vibe. I swear if I could, I would wear this every day. I might need to get like different colors. Okay, so turning down the music just a tad. Got it. Let me know how that is. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to, it might be a little loud, so just brace yourself. I just want to cleanse the space for the reading. Okay, now ooh, my notes. Can't do this without my notes. Ugh. How prepared can I really be? Yes, E flat, that's correct. Only you would know that, Michael. God, I love you and your knowledge. Okay. As I made in my announcements, if you're on my Instagram or if you're on Facebook, there's 5 planets in retrograde right now with this new moon in Scorpio. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm sure you all have been feeling it in your own way. A lot of turbulence. Ooh, it's nice smoke. Oh my God. Okay. A lot of turbulence with different parts of these planets, and I'm not going to really go into astrology. Again, it's a hobby of mine. You should really look into an astrologer and get your natal chart done so you know where these planets are in your particular chart, which is the essence of when, you were born. So the moment that you took your first breath, which is your birthday, time of birth, location, these planets obviously, they rotate throughout the years of your life. And right now we have Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Yeah, 5. All in retrograde, doing their own thing right now. And everybody talks about Mercury retrograde, happens 3-4 times a year. And it's annoying sometimes, depending on how you view it. I just see it as being a mischievous time. And a priestess, a friend of mine and sister, her name is Evelyn Penna, amazing sound bath priestess. She does many other things, but I'll just leave it at that. She sent me a meme, and this meme kind of outlined astrologically what we can do at this point, and I wanted to share it with you all and, take some notes. You're kind of stepping into advanced Hogwarts right now with me, so keep up. But I'm sure that a lot of you have, have done this before. Now, I usually dive in without ever introducing myself because that's the way I am. So I'll just chime in right now real quick and do the whole spiel pitch of my channel, which is I am Fedra. Welcome. I am the lady in red tonight for the collective reading of the new moon. So collective means that this is for all signs of the zodiac. Particularly, we are focusing on Scorpio because it is a new moon in Scorpio and it is Scorpio season. So I will be describing a little bit Scorpios. If it's your season, awesome, welcome. I love you all. You're my polar opposite. And yeah, please say hi in the chat if you have questions for me. I'll do my best to navigate that as I read. But again, it isn't for a specific sign. This is for everyone on how to benefit on the energy that is occurring on this moon cycle in Scorpio. But the moon has its own cycle, right? We have a new moon and a full moon. But we also have all of these other planets. So, if you like my channel, please like and subscribe. But let's go. So, with Mercury retrograde, we have the ability to rewrite your plans, your thoughts, your ideas, all form of communication. This is a great time to reevaluate and rewrite. Let's like use AI if we can, because it's a great tool, and we should be all just a little bit more open to it. Venus in retrograde, that is all about love, beauty, and your values. So this is a great time to reevaluate and rewrite your values. Maybe you are learning new things and really seeing that your values have changed. And that's totally okay. You are always evolving, ever changing until, you know, the last hurrah. Mars is in retrograde. Mars is of action and of war, as we all know. We know that's going around everywhere. And that is about your willpower as well. What are you going to put up with? You know, what discipline are you going to evaluate? Have you been disciplined? Could you be better? Could you do more? And Jupiter is about career, but it's also about your belief system. What do you believe in? And to rewrite and reevaluate that, you have the capacity to do that as well. And then we have Saturn, which is boundaries. Saturn is also the father archetype, which is also karma. So yes, I would say this is also a very huge turning point to rewrite your karma, to go into the Akashic records, if you know a practitioner or a facilitator for that, or to do past life regression, and to null, void, clear, and delete any certain records that you would want removed from the karmic way, and to accept all payment for that. For those of you that know, you know. If you don't know, then you need a private consultation with me. You could always set up a private reading with me. That description is in below. So yeah, that's a more deeper process, but it is definitely accessible because this is the year of the snake. We are approaching the last month, which is the 12th month. We are going into Sagittarius and Capricorn energy, which is not only the fire, but of the earth, which is going to again transmute and go into death, which is that real ending of the year, that final damn push that we need to really just shed. But I saw somewhere, and it was beautifully said, that if you're going to shed something, do the whole process, you know, like one swoop. And that really stuck with me because how many times have we, you know, ruminated in cycles because we didn't really let go of something, and then it kind of sticks with us for a longer period of time than we realize, because next year is the year of the horse, and we are going to have a beautiful amount of momentum and full force. So we don't want to carry anything into that. You know, I do love horses. They're a little scary because I'm pretty short. But when I have ridden on a horse, it feels so majestic. But they are incredibly intuitive animals. So they're aware of how you're feeling as you're feeling and going on that path with them, right? But from my understanding, because I've been watching a lot of cowboy shows and videos lately, you can't really carry a lot on a horse, right? Because you want to use that momentum to kind of trek forward, right? So keep that in mind for this cycle moving into this last month of the year, that you really got to think about really what you want to take into 2026. That's people, places, or things. That's career. That's all of the above. It's quite a time. And yeah, that's really something to think about. Like, what do you want to actually carry and take with you? So, Scorpio energy. I did talk about transformation. They are of the sign of that. They're mostly known for the sign of hidden secrets, hidden occult knowledge, hidden knowledge in general. They are superb strategists. This is the energy that you have right now, to be strategic, to hold a couple of things in, not for everyone to know of what you're doing, what you're seeking. So you have that to your advantage. Happy birthday, all you Scorpios, once again. You all have such depth to you in your art, in your thinking, in how you feel. Oftentimes misunderstood. Oftentimes you have a conflict to express yourself in that depth. So usually you go into the arts. So I send a big loving hug to all the Scorpios out there. If you're a Scorpio, please message me in the chat. I'd love to know. Let me clear this deck. You know it's my absolute favorite, Game of Thrones. But I will be doing a little bit different stuff today for Scorpio too, just because it is such a potent time. Definitely, if you're enjoying to watch and to take part, please definitely like and subscribe. And any donations are appreciated. I do have the link pinned. It definitely helps me to keep this channel going. Sometimes I get a burrito or two out of it, which I'm grateful. Bedra loves burritos. Okay, the deck is pretty much clear. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, I like this energy. Okay. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Whew. And I'm going to do a little bit of self-awareness too. I love this little cute deck. It's really fun. I'm just going to pull 3 and then I'll dive into the regular tarot. Oftentimes it really smacks me in the face. So I like that little bit of truth. We all need it. And I've said it a couple of times, you know, in my past readings. Like, keep in mind, when I'm reading for you collectively, I do include myself. I am part of the collective. So it really is helpful to not only read for myself, but to others. Fatu. Hi. Okay, what should we know? Okay. What can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. I know a lot about this. I think it's been the story of many people's lives, is to turn, you know, pain into purpose. Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Well, I've been saying lately to be more mindful in every moment. So I think even small acts of being mindful and doing these gestures to someone without any gain is where we truly help one another. I think it's finding a deeper sense of self, of what you're willing to give from a place of fullness rather than empty. And to then also be honest with what your gifts are that you're willing to give, and really trust that what you give is what you receive as well, because it's a flow. You know, I realize that there are times where I'm not very open to receiving, so that's one-sided, right? If I'm giving and giving and giving, and then somebody wants to give to me, I'm just like, you know, it is really that give and take there. So making a difference, I would say volunteering your time, volunteering your gift, giving genuine compliments. You know, if we go into Scorpio energy about that, you know, plan for ways that you can be consistent in your giving and your receiving. Oof. Thinking about a cause that you're very passionate about, a cause that you know that will help others. And again, not really looking at the title or the amount of likes you have, or, you know, really focusing on the service of it. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? So most recently today, I took a break and I watched a video where this woman, I'm guessing she's just a comedian on Instagram, made a video. She's Greek, so she had a full-on Greek accent, and she was making fun of reading her husband's cup, like Turkish coffee cup. And she was reading into it and telling him everything in this psychic way, and I cracked up. I freaking lost it. I freaking lost it. I had to send it to a friend of my father's, because she had done a session like that from our country, so it's very, you know, part of the lineage and part of my ancestry. Like, I completely lost my shit. It was great. I laughed so good. It was so good. think after that, I think I watched the movie The Hangover. It's been a long time since I saw that. It's very raunchy, it's very funny. I don't drink anymore, so it was kind of funny to see these guys go plastered and like how they wake up and they're on this like beyond excessive way of trying to figure out what they did in Vegas. And that was hilarious. Okay. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? Oh, I didn't read the... My bad. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take a life lesson seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's action is to make somebody laugh today. Definitely through this moon cycle, I would say to make a joke. And yeah, get somebody to laugh. We all need to laugh. B. Louise, hello, welcome to the collective reading in the new moon in Scorpio. My name is Fedra. Definitely like this live if you like it, and definitely subscribe for more. You know, there's a lot of shame behind Scorpio. Scorpio can be judgy, man. They could be super judgy on people, but they're extra basic bitch judgmental on themselves. So what I'm getting from this is if they kind of pulled what happened in the Hangover movie, you know, and it's something they hide and they want like nobody to know that they were like a big drunk, or they were like, you know, having these like escapades when they were young, or even now, who cares? Like they hide that. But actually when you heal from it, you literally can laugh about it and be like, oh yeah, that's what I did when I was young, or oh yeah, I was so stupid that I did that. Like it's almost forgiving yourself instead of having guilt and shame about it. That's what I'm thinking about this, like laughing. It's not just laughing as far as comedy, but it's also bringing joy and lessons to yourself, and just not taking yourself so seriously, not being so hard of every single thing. You know what I mean? Like if you step in dog poo, like are you gonna like start judging yourself? Like, oh, I can't believe I just did that. It's like, no, just go in the grass and like wipe it down or whatever, and just keep walking and just laugh. Like my mom and I, like we used to say that if you like step on it, you're getting money. Like we would just say that, you know, and just like laugh it off, you know? That's what I'm getting out of it. Okay, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? How do you feel how do you fill your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. So yesterday I had a lot of joy inside, even though, and even now, like I need more rest. Definitely need to take in some rest. Scorpios love to nest. Oh my God. Like you have some magic if you can get a Scorpio out of the house. Seriously. Like they don't ever need to leave their home. They're kind of like Cancers. It's all the water signs, I'm telling you. What I'm getting from that is the joy that I had yesterday was doing the sound bath, and again, being of service, right? What can I do to make a difference? I was like, if one person enjoys the sound bath and I've helped them relax, then I've done my part. And then I couldn't stop smiling because I was with my community. We were all doing it together, and that made me feel really whole inside. It made me trust that what I'm doing on this channel is for something, you know, and I'm here with all the other YouTubers, and I've got a chance just like every one of you. So I think it's looking at the whole day and seeing that silver lining. Even if you have stress, it's like, yeah, but you got through that stress. Like, you made it, and you're stronger than you realize. And even if you get angry, like, at least you let it out. Don't bottle it up and become a serial killer, you know? Like, you know, if you let out your trust, right, and somebody took advantage, like, don't punish yourself for that. Like, you were open, and you were the loving and trustworthy one. They're the messed up individual that were scamming, lying, cheating, whatever, and they don't get what's coming to them. So it's like that kind of influx of, it's just how you review it at the end of the night, you know, and then again how you envision the next day. Like, vision of what can you do tomorrow to make your life more peaceful, less anxious. You know, how can I walk more with trust and in faith in my life? How can I adapt more of like spiritual practice? Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. Right? We were talking about values in Jupiter. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, why can't I just feel that I'm successful now? Why can't I feel that I have 10,000 subscribers now? I'm at 169 if you want to add, you know, so I can get to 170, that would be great. But just say, what's stopping me? My heart is open, I trust. You should trust, right? Okay, let's get into the tarot, right? That was enough self. I told you, it really makes you think, but also kind of gives this little smack. Yeah? I don't know. It does that for me. So, but I do love it. It was a hunch to buy them, and I really, really liked it, so I hope you guys like it. And again, if you have any questions, I can try and answer them. But again, I'm not an astrologer. But yeah. Do you guys like tea? I'm having jasmine green tea. It's like my favorite. It tastes a little weird with the stevia today. I normally would add honey, but I was in a rush to get on here. Okay, so the foundation of the energy in the new moon is the Chariot. That is fantastic because the Chariot is fast-moving energy. Means it's get the ground running. Things are happening. And you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords can be negative, but it also can be positive. It means, like, again, you all are moving. You're moving, and it ain't comfortable. This is, you know, through Game of Thrones, it's through a fight of some sort that maybe didn't go your way. Or maybe it did, but you had to leave some things behind. But it's a new horizon. Gotta trust and be hopeful that this is what is meant to happen. And 6 is kind of in that mid-ground of like learning how to let go. Like, I'm sorry guys, like I keep emphasizing this year, but it's the snake. Like, you have to be comfortable with letting go and surrendering, or this year is going to teach you about surrendering. It's gonna gnaw at your fingers to force you to open, to let it go. And you can do that willingly or unwillingly. We have Saturn. We've had Saturn all year up until this month. Finally, Saturn will shift in November. But that's not all of us. We're all going through it in our own way, with Father Saturn coming in with that discipline, saying time's up. Karma's here and you have to pay, and you also get to receive too. So again, it's about, are you willing to receive this shift and really let it go? Ace of Swords is in the past, right? The start of ideas, the start of new thinking, new perspective, right? Like the awareness was saying, you know, what can I do to make a difference? What are my dominant emotions here? You know, swords are always about thinking, strategy, planning. It's always that fast swiftness of it, and this is the start because it's 1. So you went from 1 to 6. So you definitely upgraded pretty quickly from the past moon cycle, whatever work you guys are doing when it comes to it. So that's a great thing. In the most recent past, we have the Star. So some of you all made a wish. Some of you all made a prayer to yourself, a commitment. This is Sansa in the tower, pleading for her damn life. If you haven't seen the Game of Thrones, I'm sorry I'm spoiling this. This was a tough ass moment in Game of Thrones. I cannot stress it enough. This is when she was being brutalized, tortured. I can't even say what I want to say on YouTube, but you know that it's a violation of the body, mind, and soul. Doesn't matter what gender. And it was reoccurring a lot. She also had to witness other people getting tortured, right? Not a spot you want to be in, right? But who put her there? None other than Littlefinger. Someone she trusted. Someone that said that they were looking out for her best interest. But he was always looking for his gain. God, I loved his death. It was great. Everybody loves justice at some point, don't we? But she lights a candle. She lights a candle because she believes that she's going to be saved. That she is going to get her justice on Ramsay, and she does. In the most brutal way possible. Whew! He had it coming though. He had it coming. Why did he have it coming, everybody? If you saw it in Game of Thrones, he brutalized, intimidated, and took over thousands of people. And him and his father had taken over other clans and land and money of other people. And they never thought that maybe it was going to add up, that they were going to get payback. Star means that you are going to receive what is given to you by the universe. You are going to have, you don't even have to say luck. It's just your gains, what you have accumulated through what you have done, what you have prayed for, through action. It's beautiful. And you've persevered through a lot. Maybe you didn't go through what Sansa did. Some of you might have. But maybe it's similar. Maybe it's a certain similar level of torment, of suffering, of the soul. But you didn't give up. I know I didn't. I didn't have to make it. God willing, I'm still here too. But what's above you is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is again a young energy. This is Ramsay. Ramsay that did all those bad things to Sansa. So, we don't have to say that it's negative, but the Knight of Swords is kind of immature again. He kind of charges into things, not really thinking things through. That's the energy that will be coming in. So you're going to have to be a little patient. You're going to have to take things and keep things in mind of your plan. You ever had a plan executed in a way and somebody kind of ruins it? Like they're not consistent, or they're not on time, or they kind of want to do their own thing and they deviate from the team? You can't win a battle that way. The army has to navigate according to what the generals are saying, which means they have to work as one. Fist, right? Which means they have to trust in the cause, they have to trust in what is going to be executed. So again, hone in on your ideas, hone in on your energy. Don't be swayed by others. And if you're working in a team, you gotta be in the team. Can't be like doing your own thing. You can't allow the ego to be swayed so easily. Then you need to work on your discipline and your accountability of like, yeah, I'm getting in the way. And then see how you can improve. Nobody's perfect. In the most recent future, we have 3 of coin, which is very promising. You guys are going to be building something in a way that is solid, a solid foundation. That's what we want. We want success, right? We want to feel successful. We have to feel it now. We have to trust that what we're doing is building into something that will outlast us. It's not just in the mind. Whole alignment here. How do some of you see it? 10 of Cups. Very good. You guys feel it, that this is for real. Emotionally, it's about understanding that things are completing. Now, how other people see it is the Magician. Magician has all the tools. So in this energy of Scorpio, you have all the means to carry you through, all the time. Now, Littlefinger is being portrayed here as the Magician, and that's because he utilized the people around him. He utilized resources to get what he needed. He also paid with his life for that, because he only thought of himself. He had so many opportunities to make things right of what happened. But because of his strategy, because again, of adding up too many people that he manipulated, that he even traded, that he didn't value these people. He used them as transactions. And he suffered a great deal, but when you look at him as a character too, he wasn't ever really happy. Now, when we see the Magician, it means that we have all the tools inside of ourselves, which means we can activate this. Don't have to rely on others. It's great to work with them and collaborate them and help one another, but it can come from a sense of security. So it's really emphasizing that, because all the suits are here. That means emotionally. That means on a physical level with abundance. It means the swords, which is the thinking, the strategy again, the plans. And then the wands of movement. All of it is aligning. Now, some of you are going to have to do a decision. 2 of Swords. It's Arya here, who is blind in the matter. So the justice is blind method. You all have to make that decision. And being blind is also meaning that you're going to have to follow your heart, not just your mind. And what you will achieve in the future is partnership. 2 of Cups. That could be a very fruitful partnership as far as business and projects. It could also mean partnership in relationships. So some of you will be transforming that, building that. And it's going to take you building within yourself that belief, not rushing, coming from a sense of security and fulfillment of happiness, building your happiness inside. I'm going to do a little bit of clarification too. Clarity on the 2 of Swords. Yeah? Strength. This card calls for you to draw upon your inner resources. It's time for you to step into your power. If someone or something has been making you feel less than, consider the possibility that this is actually a soul challenge to you from the universe, designed to urge you to believe in yourself more. It's your time to shine. You have everything you need to achieve your goals, but you need to show the universe your resilience and strength. Now is the time for you to move out from the shadows and into the light. There is nothing to be gained from cowering in the shadows at this time. False humility won't get you anywhere. Don't sell yourself short, and don't even try to convince yourself that you don't have what it takes. You really do. The first step now is to think about all those times in your past when you got through big challenges. Doing that made you the person you are today. Aho. And you have all the resources you need to keep going. The additional meanings is don't be a wallflower. Go first. Transformation is possible now. Be bold. Make the first move. The yang in the yin-yang symbol can be seen to represent the masculine energies in all of us versus the yin, which represents the feminine energies. And yet we have both within us to create balance and to really see humanity. I don't think I need to go any further with that. I might look into 2 of Cups. Accept responsibility. leading is not always going to be fun. But man, do you see a lot of yourself. You learn to love yourself deeper when you lead. As you move along the spiritual path, it becomes more and more important to accept responsibility for your own actions. The situation you find yourself in now is a reflection of either your current beliefs or your past behaviors. This card isn't meant to make you feel discouraged or guilty. Rather, it's meant to encourage you to ask, why did I create this situation? I'll say it again. Why did I create this situation? What about the situation is helping me? Once you find the courage to answer these questions, you'll start to see that you have more power than you ever knew. We're all creating our lives 24/7. And while you may not like the idea that everything happens for a reason, it really is possible to find a reason for nearly everything that happens. Try to see your current dilemma with that perspective. It'll show you why it's happening for you. If someone is bothering you now, realize that they're a mirror for you. Realize that your inner life is reflected in your outer life, and you're on the way to self-mastery. Life is mysterious. Scorpios are mysterious. It's time to reflect. Scorpios reflect all the time. Take responsibility for your situation. See yourself in someone else. Solutions are nearby. This card is quite confronting because it's asking you to realize that what's going on inside you is reflected in what's going on outside you. And that is the outcome of this partnership of Two of Cups. Remember, it's also the relationship of yourself rather than just the person. If you're going toward a business or a project, remember that's also a reflection of you, whether you're doing art, whether you have a company, whether you are a part of an association, like what they do, you do, because you kind of signed up for it. And if you start to find out that they're kind of not what you value and believe, like, bruh, you need to like step back and get out. Like, otherwise you're condoning and enabling it, and you need to take responsibility to a certain point and be like, all right, I thought it was gonna work. It's not what it turned out to be. Found out some things I need to backpedal and like shift gears and go somewhere else. Like, no harm, no foul there, but yeah, you gotta kind of accept where you're at and like how you got there. For sure. I don't know why I had to get into that voice, but you know, Spirit says it however it's supposed to say or be said. Yeah, I love the Gemini look to it also, with the twins facing each other, or a reflection of self, that really hard, stern look at the self. You know, Scorpios, they love to change. They don't have the fear of changing. They literally can dress one way and then a week later change their entire look. And you could utilize this energy. Not that I'm saying that it could be a full makeover, but maybe you all need a full makeover. You need a full makeover of your entire life. You need to like get down to Jesus and repent and take responsibility and, you know, ask for like a complete makeover of your life. That's totally possible. Whatever the process is for you to ground into shifting, that's for you. I know some people use plant medicine, some people use psychotherapy and therapy, some people do hypnosis, like they go to a hypnotherapist. There are so many avenues of how you can utilize. Again, it's that magician. It's whatever is going to get you to that aha moment. Whether you get a coach. I mean, what this part was like stating, you know, in that outcome to the outcome. I mean, that's like a full-on transformation right there for that clarity. You know, it's like when you even go through an injury or you get sickness, you know, you're in the hospital or you're in recovery and you've missed weeks or days without people, and then you get healthier and healthier, and then all of a sudden you don't look the same. And those people may have not been through your process, so they didn't see you, but you saw you. And it's like having the strength to now agree to take accountability, but saying like, I'm not going to even see myself like that anymore. I'll give you a personal story, and then I'll clean this energy and we'll move on. I'm published in a book, and in that book there is a chapter of mine, and that chapter was for about 4 years of my life when I was an alcoholic. Already in my mind, I can see where I was, and that's an old Fedra. It's a pretty old Fedra. But in my mind, do I look good there? No. Can you find that Fedra? No. It doesn't exist. Not in 2025. It took many cycles to shed through that. Do I shame myself for a period of time when I had an issue? No. Like, why would you? So that's where I would say, why would you hold that over your head? Anything that was, you know, really tough. Like, you got through it. You learned so much. There were people that supported you. I know many people supported me through that process. And I do still count down the years. I'm 11 years sober now. And yeah, it was totally worth that. I can't be who I am today without that shell that passed through. So I think that at that point, did I have to take responsibility? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had to hit my face on the pavement, literally, to wake up to see that I could not keep doing this to myself. And I was doing it to myself. Nobody else. It didn't matter what had happened and who said what and who did what. I was literally doing that. Constantly drinking, constantly, you know, every weekend, going to the dance party, like you're saying, Katrina, and having a good time with people that didn't care about me. That was all about the fast life, as some people call it, or the rock star life. No depth, no intelligence, really. None of them were successful, if you want to say. And why do I say that? Because they weren't at peace. They were lost, and I was among them in that place. And I had to make a decision, right? I had to make a decision, like, is this the way that you want to go? And yeah, in my chapter through the community that I had, through, you know, the support of my mother, you know, at that time I called upon Jesus. That's not for everyone. And you can say it's cliche. I don't care. That's what happened. That's what it took for me, for my process. And I stand on it. And I had to reclaim my sovereignty and my soul. That wasn't, again, fun and glamorous either. It was very painful. I never forgot that process. That's why I wrote about it. Because again, I wanted to show that no matter how you feel inside, you are not broken. The devil will always deceive you into thinking that you are tied to a certain outcome. That is deception. That is manipulation. That is bondage. God, our great creator, would never do that. We are free. We are eternal. All right, that's enough of my preaching. I'm going to clear this. Brace yourselves. If you've been enjoying the reading so far and my preaching, definitely like and subscribe to my channel. My name is Fedra. It is a pleasure. If you ever want a private reading with me, you can DM me on Instagram. Fedra Eckers is the name. You can email me as well. If you are in the Florida area and you want to go to Pinellas Park, you can see me every Sunday there from noon to 4. It's a luxurious kava bar. I love the spot. So peaceful. It's perfect for me to be there. We are also going to be starting a market for other healers. So if you are in Florida locally and you want to market, show your gifts, shine on, get into some business, and, you know, come and be with me on Sundays. I don't think we're gonna always do it on Sundays, but we're gonna do like a healer hangout. Just message me if you're interested. Tomorrow, if you're also local to Florida, I will be doing a sound bath, my very first sound bath at Sacred Space Tampa with Heath Colombe from 7 to 11 p.m. tomorrow. The gates will open at 6:30. It is $40 for the session. We go from 7 to 11 p.m. You bring a blanket, a pillow, a water bottle, maybe a face mask would be good too, and we will be doing a lovely sound bath for everyone to relax under the official new moon in Scorpio. It's kind of why I wanted to do this collective reading a little early, because I could not miss you all. I love all of you here at my moon tribe, and I still wanted to kind of do that and be able to do the sound bath. If you've never been to a sound bath before, you totally need to do it. It's very relaxing, very meditative, and it puts you in a really full state for you to listen to the practitioner, whether they use bowls or bells, gongs, flutes, We're doing a mixture, Heath and I'm so honored to be able to perform with him. Fabulous man that plays several different flutes on several different scales, from Arabic to Native American, and I will be performing with my voice and with some sound bowls as well as the drum. So doing a little bit of everything there. So if you are local, I highly recommend Sacred Space. If you feel like you are in need of community and wanting to be around like-minded weird people, this is the place to go. Definitely message me if you'd like. I can send you that information. Otherwise, I will post the flyer tomorrow on my channel as well as on Instagram. So please go and follow me. You can follow me on Facebook at Soul Note Healing as well. And as I said, please like and subscribe, and definitely press the bell so that you can get notified for all the things that I'm doing. Because as you can see, I'm doing tarot, I'm doing music, doing Reiki, all different types of things. So I'm going to do a little bonus tonight for Scorpio. I want to kind of turn down the lights, but I don't want to be too dark. So I need to play with this since I'm doing it for the first time. So bear with me. Okay. I know, it's not going to be like completely dark. Can't do that. You wouldn't be able to see me or the cards, right? Plus, I don't have like a professional live set, you know. Not yet, at least. Not yet. We'll see. Aaliyah, welcome, welcome. You just came right in time. So I'm going to use a very special deck that I have. But unfortunately, I cannot show the cards on YouTube. You want to know why? Because they're very sexy cards. They're really appetizing cards. Maybe because they're a little sexual. Why am I saying that? Well, again, we're in Scorpio season. Scorpio is the ruler of the genitalia. Yes, the organs down there. Not that I'm saying that every Scorpio is an nymphomaniac. I didn't say that. I'm saying that every zodiac has a ruler of a body part. And Scorpio has that one. That's why they're so spicy. That's why they're so sexy. It's why they are so fun. I know a few Scorpios. I've said that. And they're very interesting. They have this like intrigue about them, this like mysteriousness. It's like, I want to know you, you know? And then they have this gaze, they have this penetrating gaze, like, oh my God. Like me as a Taurus, I'm okay. It's like, go ahead, look into my soul. I do the same thing, go ahead. But some people are like, it's too much, you're too deep, you know? It makes me laugh, but it's also kind of hot. So I would always say, if we were going to look at Scorpio as a character, I would bet that the writers of Harry Potter, Snape, Professor Snape, is a Scorpio. Totally. Not that he's like gothic and all in black, but he was strategic. And he was mysterious. And he was very knowledgeable. And he was making potions. So, I know. I should cut to the chase because you all want to go into the sexual deck, don't you? Don't you? So, yesterday I met a guy, and he is a Scorpio, and I'm a Capricorn. Ooh, Aaliyah, that's gonna be hot. gonna be steamy. Okay. Yeah, because that's water and your earth. That's gonna definitely balance out. That's just your sun sign though, so I'm not gonna just be into just that. But we're all the signs in astrology, but that's not bad. I would say take it very slow during retrograde. It's not a good time to really start relationships, but it's a good point to just begin the talking phase. And he better be treating you like a queen, girl, be taking you out. Mm-hmm. Capricorn, all about your schedule, man. Don't be letting nobody maneuver that. Mm-mm. That's how you get on a Capricorn's nerves, is if you mess with their routine. Oh my god. I'm sorry, it's a stereotype, but she's gonna tell me. Watch. She said yes. I knew it. I knew it. I'm rolling. Oh my god. You know, it's one thing that like pissed me off because I had an ex, and you know, I do have a thing for Capricorn men. There's a few Capricorn men, but man, their routines and their schedule, like, they're like, I'm sorry, they're even a bunch of divas, and it's like, why are you a diva? You ain't a woman. But woo! You mess with their routine, it's like the end of the damn world. All right, how many are there? Okay, there's 5 of you. Okay, 5 of you right now. Y'all need to put in some energy up in here. All right. I'm not saying to think like nasty, but kind of, you know. Think from your sacral. Yeah, there we go. Think from your sacral. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Again, I'm not going to get removed from YouTube, so I'm not going to show the cards. Maybe I can describe them and I won't get in trouble. Oh, Fedra's being bad. Fedra's a little rebellious right now. Ooh. Of course I am. I am the lady in red, right? Very witchy, very witchy. Okay. All right, I think I feel you all now. Split. I've never used this deck. I want her though, because dang, is it blunt. I don't know, could I show that one? Oh, man, you all. Uh-huh. Woo-wee. Oh my god, you guys just get my reaction. Oh my god. Oh wow. This is fun. I can at least show you the box. Oh my, okay. So it's called the Cameron Tarot. It's awesome. You're wearing red too, Aaliyah? That's what's up. Do you know where this is from? It is from Italy. None other, Italy. Of course. That's why they're so sexual all the time and erotic. Of course they'd make this deck. So, okay. What am I going to do now? So, I have this one where this man is reading a book. Mm-hmm. It's probably like, paint me like one of your French girls. Like, ugh. Looking into, I guess, Pornhub maybe. Or some erotic books. And looking at the fine form of a woman. It's 5 of Pentacles, so that's also about growth and about foundations. So maybe it's thinking about different ways that you can study on lovemaking. How many of you guys have ever read the Karma Sutra? Or any books on Tantra? Or ever really studied on how to please a partner? Or how to please yourself? There you go. It doesn't always have to be raunchy and vulgar and disgusting, y'all. I'm just saying. Not that I'm saying that you all are. No. Y'all are classy people if you're coming over here with Fedra. You won't last very long if you don't. Okay, what's covering? Six of Pentacles. And they're in an awkward position. It's a couple in a bed, and a man, an older man, is looking at them. Ooh-wee! So some of you want to be watched, huh? Is that what you like? You like people watching and what is it, cockling? You know, that type of thing. Six of Pentacles then over the 5 is 11. 11's my favorite number. So that's more of wanting to be the object of desire. Is that what it is? I mean, this couple look fit, man. They both went to the gym, which is kind of nice. So I can't even. I'm trying. I'm gonna keep going. We have in the most recent past. Oh yeah, this is some passionate stuff. We got 8 of Pentacles here, so it's just growing in the earthiness. We got some I can't even say it, y'all. Definitely some passionate views here. We have in the bottom, we have the Hermit. So yeah, some of you all need to like stay at home and do some loving if we have any couples in the house. You know, really admire each other. This man is definitely, I guess I could cover the booty, but I could show the rest of it, where he's admiring her booty, as you can see. He is admiring the fact of her, you know, taking it slow, you know. I think people don't do that anymore, you know. They don't like take the time to have foreplay with their partners and really enjoy the intimacy of undressing and the cuddling aspect of it, touching the hair, touching the skin. You know, the Hermit is all about staying at home and being in that psychic ability, that time of growing in the third eye. But maybe you all are going to be nesting. I'm sure it's not always, not everybody's in Florida, right, where it's nice and warm. So maybe where it's cold out, everybody's getting into nesting and having some fun. Again, I can't show this one, but this one definitely has someone on top, if you know what I mean, and in ecstasy. So this is 7 of Pentacles that's coming. So literally coming from above. So maybe some of you all are going to be enjoying ecstasy in the near future with someone. Or is that something that is fantasized from above? Or you're calling in a relationship like that, where the whole relationship is just ecstasy, pure ecstasy and bliss. I mean, you all deserve it. I ain't saying nothing but nothing about me, though. Y'all, you know, I draw the line there. I hope you're enjoying this. I've never done this before. So please like and subscribe. Aaliyah, definitely like the video and the live if you like it, and definitely subscribe. I'll be coming in next month. So we have 3 of Pentacles in the near future. So 3 is also Trinity. In this one, he's literally tossing the salad, meaning he has the woman on the table and he's making out with her on the table, and he's kind of kicked off the salad. So maybe some of you, you know, won't even think about dinner. Maybe after a couple of dates, you all are just together and you're just kind of like, screw it. Literally, you're just kind of like, I don't want to eat. I don't want to do the small talk. I just want to be with you. Like, I just want to, you know, get down to it. So that might be in some of your near future. That kind of passion though, like, that's amazing. Like, that's what we need. We need to have that in all aspects of our life, not just the sex life, but like, right? We need that in our career. We need that in our home. We need that, you know, with our family, where we're just passionate and we're just like, ugh, you know? Okay. How do you all see it? 2 of Pentacles. Aww. When to become one. Yep. Yep. I think I can show the booty again, but I can't show the titty. So I'm gonna just like cover that again. But yeah, that's two people becoming one. You know, it's kind of the reversal here. Again, this like the drawing is pretty intricate, y'all. Like literally, it's very realistic, I gotta say. I know you guys are probably judging me. Are you judging me? Ooh, that Scorpio. See how I'm turning it in? Like, who does she think she is to show this? That she's going about it about people's sex lives like a real adult having an adult conversation. No, we cannot be having this on YouTube. Oh, what will people think and say? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the start of one. I love this. This man is worshiping the woman, and yeah, I think it does start with that. Men, you all need to worship your partner. Worship your woman. The woman is going to magnify it all. The woman is the start of it all. Not that I'm not condoning the man. The man's going to put it together. He has to hold it down, you know? Beautiful. We have King of Cups. And this king doing it right, y'all. Again, I can't show this, but this is a king and a queen, and they are just nasty together. Oh my God. Okay. Some of y'all, man, you really know what to do with it, okay? Okay, last one. Am I blushing yet? Am I blushing? This last one is the Knave, so I'm guessing this is the Knight of Cups. He is literally pouring wine on her. So I'm guessing it's a blessing. It's a blessing on the woman. Like, I'm just gonna drench this wine all over you, and you better be doing some with them lips and that tongue. Yep, that's right. She's just having this like boss attitude look. Like, yeah, go ahead and just pour all that wine all over me. Like, wow. Okay. I'm just in shock, you know? Just taking this step to show this scorpionic, sexual, transformative, deep energy right here from all of you watching. There were about 6 of you, we're down to 4. So I love it, honestly, though, because it's honest. You know, there's a primalness to that honesty of the kind of lovemaking you want, the kind of sexuality coming out. That's part of the expression of our sacral. We put it into our art. We put it into how we communicate. So why not just be honest about it? You know, and that's this energy in the moon, Scorpio. You don't want to repress and shame yourself at all. Well, if you'd like a private reading with me in the future, you can contact me. It's in the description below. Again, you can follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, Soul Note Healing. Again, if you're in Florida, you can see me at Sacred Space tomorrow for a sound bath. I will be coming up on the next live for the collective on the next full moon next month. I believe it's December 4th or December 5th. I'll recommend you press the bell so you can get all the notifications. If you've liked the live, please like it. Definitely if you feel anyone needs this fun time for Scorpio, share the video once it gets posted. And yeah, please like and subscribe. Always a pleasure, you guys, to see you here on the Moon Tribe. it has been very delightful. That was very, that was fun. I gotta say, I gotta figure out when I can whip that deck out again. But again, take this time to be reflective and deep. Utilize these retrogrades. Don't be afraid of everything that's going down. We're going to be in Mercury retrograde until the end of the month. So if I don't see you all in the future, have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the holiday. Eat, but don't overeat. And find that balance. And yeah, again, always a pleasure. Really thank you for coming on the channel and spending this hour with me. I love doing tarot. I've been doing it for over 20 years. It's really, really something gratifying, and I love to pass down. So I hope that you all take this clarity and insight today and do with it what you will. All right. Have a good night. Thanks, Aaliyah, for being in the chat and engaging. Thank you for Michael for monitoring, and if you do wish to donate, just follow my Venmo link that is pinned in the chat. All those proceeds help me keep this channel going, and I thank you all and have a wonderful night.